good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.
Guys, Tuesday. So anybody not surprised that I picked the Glock 27? You know, I've come to the conclusion, and I don't give a shit, I guess, is a good mentality to take sometimes, because it seems like no matter what you do, somebody is pissed. Actually, for the most part, all of the comments that have been left for the video have been good. I mean, there's been a lot of people that are flat out surprised that like, for instance, I didn't pick the 1911, and the fact that it never even showed up in the video, you know, it's like I actually was asked if, like, I had gotten rid of it or something. Seriously? Why in the hell would I get rid of this? See, sometimes this is what you get for actually being honest. You guys that really know me could have almost made a financial wager on the fact that I'd never get a Glock. I'm not a Glock fan. The fact that some people get so douchey about it is almost a reason to not get one. So the fact that I got one, I got a good deal on it. I couldn't pass it up, and I was in that carry gun stage where I kept wanting them to get smaller and smaller as long as the caliber didn't drop below 9mm, because like this new stupid Glock 380. Good luck with that. I seriously think that that's gonna fall flat on their face. I mean, seriously, get the Smith & Wesson or the Springfield, if you're gonna go that route, because you can get a gun the same size in a 9mm. I'm sorry, I have no desire to own a 380. I always loved the Bond gun, the PPK, and then I found out it was a 380, and I was just like, keep it. But that video, I had to be honest with myself. I mean, for instance, you know, that gun is just simply stated. It's right now it's a 9mm. 10 seconds from now it can be a 40. I have the X grips coming to make it higher capacity and maybe you know, a little bit more fun to shoot out at the range. Already went through all this, so it doesn't matter. But the fact is, in the entire lineup, you know, don't take this wrong either, because everybody sometimes hears what they want to hear. To answer that question, what is the one and only gun of the guns you have? I mean, I know people are putting up comments, oh, I'd go with the blah 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 blah. Well, you don't own that. I had to stay within the parameters of right now, and yes, 100% right. That's completely a liberal question. If you could only have one gun, because the blue hats will be over to collect all the rest of them, which one would it be of your existing collection? If that question was answered, ask something completely different, the Glock probably wouldn't show up in that list. You know, what do you think is your most beautiful gun? I know you're here for a brew review, but what do I think is my most beautiful gun? I don't know. In my mind, it's a tie, and the funny thing is, they're both from the same company, so you can decide. Most beautiful gun. Is it the Smith & Wesson 686? Maybe, as far as I'm concerned, perfection when it comes to a revolver. or Smith & Wesson. Once again, the Smith & Wesson 1006. This one's in a 10 millimeter. You can get this same looking gun in a 40, 45, 9 millimeter. Personally speaking, like Jim evidently is trying to do and own them all. I really would like this in the 45, the 4506. Has to have the hammer. I'm sorry, Jim. I'd have no desire to own the ones that don't have the hammer. The bobbed ones, they do nothing for me. But these are my two, as far as I'm concerned, these are my two most beautiful guns. Oh, I see I need to do a little cleaning on that. That hasn't gotten shined up. And maybe again, same question. What would be a gun that you would never allow to leave? Well, I'm telling you right now, this and this will never leave my family. Never. And neither will the Kimber, because Samantha would kill me. But you know, I already had in yesterday's video, I already had a 45 represented. You know, I love the 45 ACP. If it was narrowed down to you could only own one round, once again, gray area. Availability, you know, do I have a magic? If I have a magic reloading room where no matter what, I know I will always have, you know, 1,000,000 rounds on hand, and if I shoot one, bling, it gets replaced. What would be the one round? Well, if that was the case, it'd be the 10 millimeter, because I think the 10 millimeter is just, as far as I'm concerned, a perfect round between being able to be shootable along with knockdown. You know, when I'm out in the woods and I'm worried about bear, I take this 10 millimeter because it holds 16 rounds. So there you go. We'll get to the brew review. I just think it's funny, you know. I actually spent the day, and I'm not even kidding. I was sitting down at the desk, and Ms. Bomey looks at me and she goes, "What's wrong?" And I go, I'm going to do that video. And she goes, "What video?" And I go, you know, the one, you know, what's the one gun in your collection that you'd pick as your one and only from now on? You're going to be able to get parts, mags, ammo, all of that, but you can only have that one. She goes, "Well, what's the problem?" I said, "I'm picking the Glock." And she's like, "Are you drunk?" I mean, she just knows I'm by design, I'm not a Glock fan. But that question, as it stood, I had to think about more than, yeah, if it was, you know, if it was just down to, you know, something like this for fun to shoot and beautiful guns, that'd be one thing. But I thought about everything in that question. This gun is not as concealable as that. It also, for being a big gun, it only holds 9 in the mag and 1 in the tube, so you only have 10 shots. That little guy already, you know, already does that with just a little mag. So it just had to be an overall picture. I guess my brain went to everything. If something bad happens and you need to be concealing, you know, a few people were surprised I didn't pick my AR. Well, I can't put my AR on me, and right now I always have a gun on me, right? You know, the Walther. So, you know, I'm just, unless society completely breaks down, I'm not going to be carrying my AR on me. Do I want to get rid of it? Hell no, I don't want to get rid of any of this, you know. The way things are going right now, I might be faced with having to make some tough decisions, and I wouldn't even know where to start. Just going to cruise on down to the retirement home and prostitute myself up. That'll make some money. One other thing before we get to that brew review. I want to thank Bulwark 1911, Jeff. I don't know, it came opened. Uh, Jeff sent me and Ms. Boney. Well, he has family, but Samantha's not getting any of this. Sent a bottle of Glacier Park wild huckleberry wine from Montana. And, yeah. I guess you get a fast wine review. Not sure what a huckleberry normally tastes like, but this is really good. And surprise, surprise, Jeff, it's really, really cold. Let's just say that the bottle made it intact, but due to the cold, the cork was starting to come out on its own, and I just finished the job. So I'm gonna. It's also it's kind of funny because the bottle says between 11 and 14%. So, thank you very much, Jeff. And that's exactly why I've got. You might be. I know I've been asked. It's like, what's up with the little giveaway I was gonna do to to you guys to answer the question on your daily drink on a budget, your daily drink if there wasn't, and something you treat yourself to. And I've got the shot glasses from Sonoran Desert Prepper / Tactical Homebrew, and the openers that Salty Shellback made for us. And I've got some brews that need to go out to Hazman, Paul, and I've got brews that need to go out to Paul PA Brew News, and I can't do it. I can't do it right now. It would never make it out of this ice box without blowing up. So, unfortunately, I could drive it down there. I'll hit Paul's house and then head east and hit Paul's house. And I'll pick 3 winners right here in my city. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so now that like an hour has gone by and we haven't even gotten to the brew, we're looking at something from Yards Brewing Company. Cape of Good Hope Epic Ale. Not just ordinary ale, but epic ale. And if memory serves, there was not an alcohol percentage on this, so I'm on my own. Of course, I got an excuse now. I just had some of that wine, and I'm just feeling giddy. Where am I going to set my beer down? There's guns everywhere. And let's see, loaded. 1911 actually isn't loaded. Loaded. 357 is not loaded. The 44. That's a pretty gun too. Chuck may have one in John Wayne collection, but his isn't a 44 Magnum. This one is. Okay, glass. Bottle opener. Gonna make Jim, Hornet Fixer, my bitch, open it. Jim, on that. See? Did I mention it was really, really cold today? Or actually kind of still is. Actually in a warm-up. It's 20 below with the wind chill, 6 without. And at some point this morning it actually hit 45 below. It's all about global warming. Yeah, I know. I got a good friend that's on the opposite side of the fence on my thoughts on this, but really, before we do this, I swore I wasn't gonna say anything on the way home because it's just the problem is the problem is no matter what the fucking weather is, these extremists all say the same thing, and I'm sorry, you can't have it that way. You can't have it that way. Oh my God, we've had so many days of really warm, it has to be global warming. Or all of a sudden now, we haven't seen cold temperatures like this since 91. Oh, the extreme cold is just more proof of global warming. No, I'm sorry, it can't work like that. Just because you know, for the most part, I'm sorry, it's all about the cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You've got to have a cause, man. You got to have a cause so you can go out there and milk someone for it. Sorry, I don't want to get an argument. I don't want to get an argument. I'm just saying what really makes me mad is these extremists are pulling no matter what happens. Oh my God, it rained today, it's got to be global warming. Or, oh my God, the sun was out and it was a really nice day, it's got to be global warming. You know, we can't take into effect that the Earth has been around for how long and natural things happen. We've got ice ages. I mean, did that ice age happen because there was too many dinosaurs that were smoking? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I right now, more of it is falling in line with it. It doesn't. You know, that's like saying, my sister is a really, really faithful person to her husband, and that's just more proof she's a slut. That just doesn't work. Damn, this actually smells good. It smells epic! Epic! What's in that wine? Bulwark? Maybe that's the reason that the cap was came off so easily, because you put something in it. I don't know where that came from. It says a really nice citrus note. Almost kind of lemon to the smell. As we saw, it actually looked partially unfiltered. Or Paul from PA Brew News, you know, in the bottle. All of a sudden I don't want it. Let's do a wine review today. Okay, so it definitely had some unfiltered qualities to it that dumped out of the bottle. Had good carbonation. The head went away. Probably all the political BS scared it. It smells like a damn good beer and one of those lemon drops, those lemon heads. Kind of has that. Oh, I've already pissed off JR10. Don't mean to. I need to see the. I need to roll ahead 10 million years and look back and go, you know what, you were right, or you were not right. Bulwark. I did catch that comment. Like I said, I got so much shit going on right now. Some of you guys know, some of you don't, but next week I probably will not have a brew review for next week. We'll see. If I make bail, I wish it was that simple. Yeah, was like, I knew you liked it. You took a gulp and didn't say anything and took another gulp of it. See, now I don't know if the wine is messing me up, taste-wise, but this has... I like the carbonation level. I mean, it may actually not look it, but each swallow, Jeff, Nick, Birdman, sick bastards, the sick threesome, the three fucks to tears. You dickheads. I mean, really, the other day they're just going on and on and on, and it's like, you know, I get notified of this shit. I mean, I know it might come as a surprise to you guys, but I get actually notified of stuff that happens on this channel. Okay, the brew review. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Hey, squirrel! Wow. I mean, why should I be surprised? You know, it's not like Paul from PA Brew News actually knows a thing. I mean, what kind of a dumbass makes beer in a pumpkin? Sorry. Get back to that. Paul. I'm also waiting for the lunge to turn the boiler off. I honestly can't believe it hasn't run, because it's cold outside. Oh yeah, you know, am I gonna say something about this? That initial citrus hit, I don't know if it's just me, but it has the characteristics of the... I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe I should, you know, check with what the experts say. That initial citrus hit that you get kind of has a lemony smell. But nothing really in the taste is as heavy. I mean, I don't even know if that's even lemon. It is a citrus hit, but it's not the grapefruit. You know, I know someone like Steve. God, all you guys, I'm like so far behind. You don't even want to see what my inbox for the Ebomi side looks like. I'm halfway to. You know, there's double digits and then there's triple digits, and I'm about to go even more. So it's like I feel bad for missing stuff, but it's only gonna get worse for the next few weeks. This... Wow, this one's honestly kind of a stumper. That citrus is kind of a lemon. I keep thinking the lemon, but it's like it's really like back there in the background. It doesn't have that grapefruit style, and it doesn't really have the pine style, but it's almost like a really subtle lemon and bread right up front. I mean, it's one of the first ones I've ever had that had that kind of that bread characteristic so far at the front of the swallow. I'm sorry, I do have to take this. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, I just had to take the call. But meanwhile, some guy named, I have no idea, has popped up on Facebook Messenger, and I don't know. It's like, it's not English, so what am I supposed to respond to that? What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Oh my god. Where were we on this one? And yet the boiler still hasn't turned on. And also, okay. You got that really, really nice, smooth citrus. It's like a real subdued lemon and bread. Then there's like a nice, really nice dryness in there. And it just kind of ends on the same note. That nice citrus and bread. Is it epic? It's really good. What I should have done is I should have cheated. Like, fake some kind of a battery problem or camera failure or phone call and, like, look this up, find out what the hell that flavor is. But, or the alcohol percentage. There's a little bit of a warming, but I don't think it's really high. I'll just go out on a limb and say it's 6%. Where does it fall on the E scale? Well, put it this way. If you would have sent me more of these, I would be drinking another one right after this. This was good. Oh, where do I put my glass? There's so many guns laying there. Yards Brewing Company's Cape of Good Hope Epic Ale. Still wondering if I can find an alcohol percent. Oh, see, Birdman, why did I should just let that go. An unfiltered, double dry hopped, unique aged. Okay. Yeah, there's no alcohol percentage on here. Tell you the address to the brewery, but couldn't tell you when it was brewed either. E-scale? Yeah, this was really good. I'd say this was like a 9.5. Why not a 10? Because Paul pisses me off sometimes. So 9.5. Hey Paul, it's not like you don't have anything going on. Why don't you get in your car, come over here, and we'll just knock through 10 of these together. And if it's anything like normal, like 5 minutes into the video, somehow Heffy can't find his pants. Oh my god. Between the beer and the wine, thanks guys, because I really needed this shit today. Better save some for Ms. Balmy. Let's put some Sprite with some red food coloring in it. She wouldn't even know. What should we look at tomorrow? What's tomorrow? something from Paul? Nah. I'm going to put Paul in a timeout, I think. Maybe something from me. What the hell? We got the Speedway. We got the one from the brewery. I kind of want to do that towards the end of the week. Why don't we look at... I want to look at Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Brewery. Oscar Blues Brewery, that is. Not gonna lie, I tried this. Was this one or the other one? Yeah, they're both good. Take a look at this tomorrow. 6.5% by volume. And I don't... This is a complete side note to this complete train wreck of a brew review. I'm going to have to go back and look and see if the Oscar Blues Scottish Ale, the Old Chub, yeah, there's plenty of fill in the blanks on this one, if this actually was part of the E-scale or not. Because if it's not, then I'm going to do a review on this. This one is a 8%er by volume, and... Okay, so there you go. It's probably like been an hour now. Of course, I gotta remove some stuff in the middle, because if I forget about that, that won't be good. Okay, guys, thanks again, especially for anybody that went over to the other one. And there was a few guys that honestly really got it. Seriously, right now, I realize that there's some people, like for instance, my buddy Van, Guns and Gear, he's like, I won't even consider thinking about only having one gun. Well, that's great, but play along with the question. I was tagged to answer that question, and I could have just for the fun of sake of making a video, went, you know what? If I could only have one gun and one gun forever, I would take the 454 Casillo because it looks good. Instead, I was honest. I needed something that would fit every possible scenario, or at least most scenarios, and it had to be that. It had to be that. You know? I don't apologize. I was honest. I just didn't go for shock and awe and, show off I showed off a few real pretty guns. Like I said, some people were worried I didn't have the 1911 anymore. Get serious. Dumbass. Okay, so we will see you tomorrow. It's Wednesday. It's supposed to warm up. I think we're headed to -6. And trust me, there's a big difference between -45 and -6. And I don't need the math count in there. So, again, thank you, Bulwark 1911. It's not a huge wine fan, but this is something I like. A significant amount of alcohol, coupled with a sweet and tasty offering. So, Merry Christmas to you too, my friend, and Happy New Year. And the rest of you, we will see you in the funny pages, and I will try to get into the comment section and try to catch up. I got videos from Paul, and videos from Jameson, and videos from Steve, let alone a few other brew channels I've been trying to follow, and failure. So we will see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys, and have a good night.